Greetings to all. Welcome back to the discussion of looking forward in digital marketing. We are into the fourth lecture of the last week of digital marketing course. So, in digital marketing strategy, we have discussed various topics and we have reached to the eighth week, and today we will be discussing about the fourth lecture, and in this we are going to take up a very crucial and very important topic, that is digital analytics. Digital analytics is something which is the foundation, which is the very base of whole marketing strategy, whole digital marketing strategy. So, you cannot, as a digital marketer, you will not be able to actually strategize, you will not be actually able to do or plan any marketing campaigns unless and until you have insights from data analysis. So, data analytics is very crucial for any marketers. See, that is how data analytics is something is, this is how it has changed the way today digital marketing are being done. So, digital analytics is the very foundation of any digital marketing strategy. So, let us, we have been referring to this throughout our lectures, but let us discuss specifically what are the various topics are there, what are the various aspects, what are the various models are there, and specifically at the end of the lecture we will also discuss the key matrices that are being used in digital analytics. So, we know that data and digital analytics, it has accelerated the pace of marketing never before. So, the way marketing are being done today was not possible, what cannot be imagined without data or data analytics. So, we as a marketer now in a position to know better about the customers. We have data about their preferences, about their choices, about their demographic factors, about their psychological concepts. So, we have numerous datas, and by analyzing those datas we can get many productive, many useful insights. As a marketer, now we can provide, by reading, by understanding those insights, we can provide better customer experience, we can personalize the product and services so that customer can be benefited to the highest point. So, the marketing strategies and decision makings are now hugely data driven. So, be it marketing strategy, be it planning the marketing strategy, or be it decision making. So, we talk about quantitative techniques, we talk about probability, we talk about all those things, we talk about various models in decision makings. We take various qualitative and quantitative measures, we take quantitative techniques to take decisions. So, the point is the data analysis, it helps anyone, the managers, to make decisions. So, in today's time, either it is marketing strategy, either it is planning marketing strategy, or it is about decision making, it is primarily data driven. The businesses, they are taking the leverage of data analytics and insights in framing their marketing campaigns. So, with the marketing analytics taking the center stage in all the marketing efforts, its pivotal role cannot be denied. So, now this marketing analytics, it took the center stage in all marketing efforts. So, whatever marketing planning strategy, campaigning, whatever we are going to plan and do, it is based on the marketing analytics. It also helped the marketers to customize the message and content to the individual level. That was never possible before. It could only be possible when we have minute information about each individuals. So, unless and until we do not have data to that level, we are not in a position to actually develop insight to personalize these things. So, despite huge data and complex analytics, the level at which marketing efforts are personalized is really mind boggling. This could only be possible due to digital analytics. Moving ahead, before we actually start discussing about digital analytics, there was something called, and it is still there, something called web analytics, which was also popularly known as clickstream. So, this is the old man of digital marketing, digital analytics community. It has come a long way since the early log file analysis. So, log file analysis is how many time a person or anyone has logged into your website. So, it only used to have that number of visitors count. So, it has started from log file analysis to now offering advanced analytics including custom dashboards, advanced segmentation, mobile analytics and so on. So, web analytics in the very beginning, when the data, the companies they started to leverage the data, when the company they started to take the advantages of analytics, then this web analytics was something which is very popular. It only talked about the activities that happened on the website. So, it is the measurement, collection, analysis and reporting of web data to understand and optimize web usage. So, specifically we were concerned about our own website. So, see, we need to understand that now companies, they are having online presence on various sources. So, it was one time when it was very new, the technology was very new, online presence was only, there was one source, that is having your own website. So, companies they used to have their own website, they used to post information and contents there regularly, but nowadays it has totally changed. Now, the companies they have to have dedicated website, they have to have dedicated landing pages, they also have to be present on various social media platforms, and we know there are n number of social media platforms, be it Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest and so many things. So, number of social media platforms are there. Also, the company now have to optimize the search engines. So, they also look into search engine optimization. So, nowadays the way the marketing is being done has totally been transformed. So, web analytics, it only talked about the aspects that used to happen with the website only. But with the advent of more technologies, with the advent of internet, web analytics have also started doing advanced analytics such as custom dashboard, advanced segmentation, mobile analytics and such and so many things. So, web analytics is not just a process for measuring the web traffic, but can also be used as a tool for businesses and market research and assess and improve the website effectiveness. One thing that we specifically talked in search engine optimization was how do we optimize our website. So, optimizing website is something which was considered to be very crucial if we want to rank higher in search engine result pages. So, that is something which is very important, and that is why the effectiveness and the importance of web analytics cannot be denied. So, it is a process of analyzing the behavior of the visitors to a website. So, when a user or any consumer or any visitor, he typically visits on your website. So, what are the activities that he do? That is what is we do specifically in web analytics. This involves tracking, reviewing and reporting data to measure web activity, including the use of a website or its components such as the various web pages, images and videos. Nowadays we have interactive contents also. So, whether the user they have taken that engagement or not, also how many times they have opened the web pages or how many times they have returned back to the web pages, and tracking is also very necessary to ensure the remarketing, right. So, we have discussed about the concept of remarketing as well. So, that is why it becomes very crucial. Also, there are various ways in you can have a total understanding that in this, for example, this is the web page. So, where how many times it was scrolled and where did the user spend most of the time while scrolling. So, there are something called heat analysis. So, web analytics, it enables you to understand better the site visitors and use those insights to improve the experience of your site. So, it is very important that whenever a user visits your website, he should be able to seamlessly experience, he has to seamlessly go through the various web pages, and he should properly locate what he is searching for. The web pages, it should be properly organized, it should have relevant information at proper place. So, that is why that is how you are going to give a good web experience to the visitor. Some of the examples of web analytics are visitor count, new visitors count, returning visitors, page views, traffic sources, bounce rate, click through rate, etc. So, let us have a main discussion on our topic of the day, that is digital analytics. So, digital analytics is nothing but the process of tracking, collecting, analyzing and reporting marketing data related to the consumer collected through various sources. So, what could be these sources? These sources could be the website of the company and other websites also. You know, other websites can also have link that backlinks of your website. Also the mobile apps that you have, social media platforms, etc. So, it provides many insights using key matrices which might be of great assistance to the marketers in framing the marketing campaigns. So, businesses they use digital marketing analytics to boost their online presence, to create their brand awareness online, to attract the website traffic or to optimize their search engine results. Also to improve the user experience, thereby increasing the ROI and overall growth of the business. So, as a marketer we should be very mindful of this concept that analyzing the data and having a good web experience, this is something which is very important. So, digital analytics could be of great help to the businesses in order to analyze the data that have been sourced from various sources such as website, social media platform, mobile applications and so on. So, when the marketer, the company, they have the data, they need to process it, they need to analyze it and they try to take up various insights that come from these websites, and according to those they need to take the actions, they need to frame the marketing campaigns which thereby is going to increase the ROI and the overall growth of the business. So, we were talking about the various sources of digital data. So, we know there are various sources through which the data can be captured, the data can be collected. So, among them first is the website. So, your website or your affiliates a website or any website where you have the presence, the information can be collected from that domain. Also information can be collected from the search engines, various social media sites. Social media sites, this is something which is very prominent nowadays. So, lot of huge data can be collected from various social media sites, and nowadays the consumer they are very active also on social medias. They keep on reviewing things, they give recommendations, they post online about the product and services. So, that is why they are very good and rich source of the digital data. Also you can take information from the aggregators. So, aggregators are basically the price comparison sites. So, a customer they look for various products, they look for various features. So, you can also get various crucial information from the aggregators. Also the affiliate sites. So, various affiliate sites we have taken up this issue in affiliate marketing when we talked about emerging issues in marketing. So, we can have various affiliate sites where you market your product. Also the consumer reviews and recommendations on either your web page or any other web page or through their blogs or through, for example, a customer they give their reviews and recommendations on various shopping apps also. For example, Amazon app is there or Flipkart. So, customer they actually post the real picture of the product also, and they give their experiences also. Some of the reviews are so wonderful that it clarifies various things. So, some of the reviews are like they will talk about the pros, what are the pros of this particular product, what are the cons of this particular product. So, it has got a very detailed review. Some of the times you can get the detailed reviews and recommendation. So, sometimes the customer they will post the actual photo which might differ from the photo which is been uploaded for the product. So, it becomes very important to have those information, and it happens many times that based on those reviews, ratings and recommendation, the customer actually buys through online shopping apps. So, there are various mobile apps. It can be your mobile app also, it could be the associate mobile apps. So that could also be a source of various crucial information, very important information. So there are various informations through can be done on using the web analytics. So mobile analytics could be done to get crucial information of the information that has been captured from the mobile apps. Also blog and vlogs are there, where the customer they give the very they share their experience and all. So that could also be a good source of digital data. So there are three models of marketing analytics. So depending upon when to use, depend upon that how we are going to plan, manage and optimize our marketing campaigns. So first is descriptive. So descriptive marketing analytics model, it uses historical data. Historical data are the past data. Historical data culled from prior campaign activities. So you must have done any particular campaign in the past. So how was your experience? What are the various insights that you can get from there? So you can take information from the prior campaign activity to understand what happened, and based on this information you can actually inform your future campaign planning. So that is something called descriptive. Next is predictive. So these models go a step further than descriptive, taking insights and using insights from the past campaign to try and predict the consumer behavior. So based on the past data, based on the historical data, you try to predict. So for example, in the previous campaign, when you did some digital campaign, for example, so in the previous campaign you have experienced 10% increase in sales, for example. So when you are planning some future campaign, similar future campaign, then you can expect, okay, in the last time we had a 10% hike in the sales. So probably this time, if not, then at least we will get 10% hike, and we can target for say 12%, 15%. But we are sure probably we would be in a good position to predict that, okay, at least 10%, so we will get. It is a good chance that we can get 12% or 15% also. So this is something called predictive model of marketing analysis. Then there is something called prescriptive. So it uses data from all touch points. So we have talked about touch points, that is various web sources, various data sources where the customer had its presence, weighing the impact of each interaction and initiatives for the purpose of creating a campaign that influences customer behavior and or is more efficient. So based on the various data points, various data from the various touch points, after that, weighing the impact of each transaction and initiatives and interacting and doing complex analysis, you can also prescribe that what could be done. So this is how it goes. So value and complexity. So value is on the y axis, the value of the insight and the value of the model and value of the analytics, and also the complexity. So descriptive is something which is very basic, where you have some historic data and you do analysis. So it is about looking back, it is about taking historic data and analyzing. So here what we do, in here we try to answer what has happened. So what has happened, and the answer will give you what could you do to have more sales, or whatever aim you set. Predictive analysis is about having insights. So when you have detailed insights on the historic data, on that basis you can actually predict what is going to happen, what will happen. So in the previous campaign, we were in a position to increase 10% of the sales, and we was in a position to increase 20% of say web traffic. So this was our last year's achievement. Now we have analyzed this and we got to know this. So this is descriptive analytics. So on this basis, and on this basis, and also we have spent many other things, we have done many other marketing efforts. So on that basis we can do prediction that okay, in this year we are predicting that we can have 12 to 15% increase in the sales, or we can say 25 to 30% increase in the web traffic. So, this is the predictive analysis. Then prescriptive analysis is about foresight, looking forward, looking future. How to make this happen? How we are going to do this? So, that could also come with the analysis that okay, many of the customers, they had a good experience while they have landed on your web page. So, they had a good web experience. Your social engagement, that is say your social media engagement, your content, it has created a positive opinion. Your online reputation management program has actually helped. So, you can use these as things that to optimize the web experience more better, to have more engaging social platforms, to have to enrich or to have better online reputation management. So, probably using those aspects you can actually have a foresight, and you can actually plan that how to make it possible. Then there is certain key metrics which is being suggested by Sunita Gupta in her book, and she categorized the digital analytics in 3 key matrices, that is behavior, outcome and experience. So, let us take it one by one. So, this is behavior, experience and outcome. So, the behavior, like the visit and sessions, how much time you have spent on the site, the number of page views, bounce rate. Bounce rate is when you have visited the website and after some time you leave from the first page only. So, that is bounce rate. So, I was talking about heat map analysis. So, heat map analysis, so it is analysis, for example, this is your web page, the area where you have had most of your cursor's time. So, that will be more red. So, this is something called heat map. Also, there is a click map which talks about at what point of at where you have clicked your mouse. So, all those your activity on the web pages, you can we can have analysis of that. Even there is a system of playback or replay, web replay, where the software is there or the various tools are there which can track your activities, your movement of your cursor, all those things, how many times you have scrolled the web page, how many time you have spent on different web pages where you have pointed the cursors, where you have clicked. All these informations can be checked. Also, exit pages, from which page you have actually exited, and you have, or for example, you have cancelled or you have exited from the page. Also, what were the various sources of the traffics, where you came through search engine, where you came through social media, or where you came through some blogs or vlogs. So, the traffic sources could also be identified, and accordingly planning could be done. Similarly, share of voice in search. So, share of voice in the search is basically, here we are talking about search engine result pages. So, what is your share, how many times you appear on the search engine result pages or the searches that is happening on the search engines. So, what is your share in that? That is something which is very important. Also, conversion rate, how many impressions have been converted, and average value order, how many of them have actually made some purchases. Also, multi-channel funnel, how they have come from different sources. Similarly, site surveys could be done, usability tests could be done, A/B testing could be done. So, A/B testing, I talked about it. So, like there would be option A and then there will be option B. So, for example, that could be a design, web page design of under option A and then option B, and you see you analyze and you try to understand. For example, you take 50% of the web traffic from here and 50% of web traffic on this, and you try to see that, for example, if this has given the conversion rate of 20% and it has the conversion rate of say 10%, then obviously you will be preferring option A. That is how you do A/B testing. Also, there are various multivariate testing. When you have multiple variables, you can actually run some complex analysis like regression analysis and all those multivariate testing you can do. Session replay, that is what I was talking about. You can also monitor the whole session that you had on a particular website. This is the overall evaluation matrices, and obviously this is not the exhaustive list. There could be a number of techniques could be there, but I try to sources from web sources, and I try to put it into the five blankets, and there could be different specific matrices. Like for example, for if you are evaluating lead generation, then there are matrices to evaluate the lead generation, like the number of leads, lead conversion rate, cost per lead, lead quality score, and also ROI. So we have talked about lead conversion and all, so I will not be discussing in detail. Then how to evaluate email campaigns, open rate, how many emails have been opened, click through rate, how many emails where you have provided any link, so whether the user have actually clicked the link or not, unsubscribe rate, how many times the user have opted out of email campaign, email bounce rate, how many times the email have bounced or couldn't find the correct address, conversion rate, how many of the impressions that you had, how many you could actually convert into lead or client. Also, there are various evaluation metrics for e-commerce websites, like the revenue that you generate, the conversion rate, what is the average order value, also the number of transactions that happen through e-commerce website, what is the average items per order, so every order what is the order size. So all those things you can do to analyze, to evaluate the e-commerce website. Similarly, you can also evaluate how your media campaign, social media campaign is doing. So how many number of followers you could create, how many engagements you could create, how many peoples you have reached, how many impressions you have created. Impression is how many times your ad have appeared on social media. What is the click through rate, how many time the customer or the user have actually clicked on the ad which have been published on social media platforms, and it has led them to the landing page. And what was the conversion rate, click per action, sorry, cost per action, how much cost you need to pay to the service provider per conversion or per action. Also, there is a evaluation matrix for content marketing or the websites, number of website visits, so how many visits you had on a daily basis, time spent on site, how much time the visitor has spent on your site, how many pages within the site, how many pages they have viewed, or whether they have written from the first page itself. So if they have returned from the first page, this is called something called bounce rate. Similarly, how many of them have returned, so they have left the page and they have returned some other time, so that is basically the returning visitors. What is the average page view, how many pages on an average the customer have seen or the user have seen, how many new visits have happened, or how many of it have been done through various referral sources. So all these things could be done to measure the content marketing or the website. So these are the some of the evaluation matrices that could be used for lead generation, email campaign, e-commerce website, social media campaign, or content marketing. Again, these are, as I have said, this is not the exhaustive list. There could be many other matrices are there, many other KPIs are there, which actually helps in getting more and more information. These are something which are very basic. Rather, when the data is huge, and the technology is cutthroat, and it is a high end technology is there. There are many complex digital analytics are being taken, and it could help in getting many productive and very interesting insight about the consumer taste and preferences, their behavior, their perception. So doing all those things, doing perception analysis, doing behavior analysis, they are something which is very complex, and due to the digital analytics, due to the technology, we now are in a position. So the way the data are generated every day, that is so huge, and managing such a huge data is obviously is a Herculean task. Without digital analytics, it could not have been possible. Thanks to this digital analytics, thanks to ever evolving technology, we as a marketer have now are in a now a position to have very useful insights, and accordingly help us in designing the marketing campaign to target the customer at their personal level. So I think I have made some good observations on digital analytics, and you also have enjoyed. This must be a new topic probably, and some of you must have already have information about it. But overall, I need to conclude that digital analytics is something which is very foundational for the whole digital marketing strategy, for the whole marketing business today. So that is all from today's lecture. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful time.